Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 4598 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 23 moves to clear out 74 jelly, and the jelly is under a variety of things, including frosting and thicker frosting and licorice shells and crystal candies, and I can't tell what's under the crystal candies. Can't tell that yet. And then of course we've got these cutouts, which confine us on the board. So I think what I want to do is start on one side or the other, the one that I think is going to give me the most opportunities to keep working, because what I'd like to do is open up a space where I can make some specials. Sometimes it's best to work on both sides of the board and not open up one before the other, but I think this one we want to open up one side. So if I take out this blue, I don't have a lot of green or purple or orange on the board still. If I take out this orange, I still have a lot of blue on the board over here. And I never know what's going to show up. Oh, and this populates right away. Look at that. So now we've got these guys in here. I can't make moves to take out the crystals using candies that are under the crystals. But I can try to make moves on the candies that aren't under the crystals. Let's do this. Let's try to get, there we go. So I can move this over and it hits that crystal under the candy and it removes it. And now look what I get to do. Boom. Nice cascading. So now I'm opening this space up. Maybe I'll be able to make some specials. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I will make another special. I'd like to set these off separately and take out both layers, so I'm going to play around a bit and see if I can get some cascading. Alright, so here we go. I could do this, it takes out a frosting. I think what I'm going to do is this. It hits this blue stripe, which takes out a layer of everything. The frosting, the crystal candies, the jelly that's exposed, and then it also hits this, which takes out a second layer, and then we might get some cascading. Now we're into this crevice, we're into this crevice. This is still a problem for us, right? We still need to do something about that. But I'm able to influence now lots of different parts of the board, kind of. Now I think it's time to do this and let things flow through. This doesn't look so good. I've got a lot of blue gathering up over here. Let's do this and try to keep the blue coming in. Not great. Let's do this and get the orange here. There we go. Now I'm going to do that. That's positioned well-ish. I'd rather have it by some of these licorice shells, but let's get things set up. I'm going to try to make a combo here. So now not only am I hitting this and hitting each of these once, I'm reaching down fairly far to open up this portion of the board. And the more we open, the better chances we'll have of getting some specials. I have two things I could do. I could pull this down, hit this twice, get another color bomb. But I think I'm going to make a color bomb, set off that color bomb, and remove a color. And when we remove a color, the things that are, under the crystal candies are going to break those crystal candies further. Plus, we're going to hit this once. And, we have a better chance of cascading stuff happening there. So there we go. Look at that. That was pretty. I'm going to make a special, a color bomb, and set off this stripe down here, right? I mean, I could do a color bomb this way or a wrapped. I like this. It's got double effort, and there we go. That's what I was looking for. So now I've got a color bomb stripe combo trying to hit these guys, especially this one that's up high. At this point in time, gravity is helping with these guys, and I have to work against gravity to get this to work. That's tough. I've got a wrapped, not really helpful. I don't think things slide out if I move along here. I can make a stripe, not really lined up well. I'd have to move it over one or the other. I could do this and it would make a cascade and take this stuff out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to focus on these, but I don't have a great opportunity. It's not like I'm taking this and ignoring something over here. I don't have anything great over here. Am I going to make it? Probably not. But I'm going to do this and hope for some cascading to help. Meh. Really not. But, risk reward. I didn't risk much because I didn't have a whole lot to do over there. I think I'm going to go for cascading here. Trying to get something over here. Still did not work. Okay, but, 7 jelly left in some predictable places under here. Now I know that I need to focus on this more quickly. It's not a tragedy because every time I play win or lose, I hopefully learn something. I'm going to set off the wrap just to try to make as much chaos as I can, but it was just way too high to really predictably do any good for us. All right, so what I'm going to do now is pause the recording and come back with a new board. I'm going to have the microphone turned off, but once I win, I'll come back through and narrate everything and tell you about how many tries it took. See you in just a Okay, so this took between 5 and 10 tries to get this done, much closer to the 10 mark here. Because, as you can see, sometimes I try to go on one side and it doesn't work and I have to wait for a reshuffle. But it still worked out for me this time round. I was able to eventually make a hole in here and then look for ways to maximize the efforts. So I've got a lot of orange. I'm going to keep the orange on the board and oh look, it gives me a wrapped. And I got a divinely created color bomb, which is good. Love to be able to set it with that orange wrapped. I don't know about that. So if I can set off this right side orange wrapped, that would be good. Still not great. There we go. Now I'm going to set off a whole bunch of different things. It's going to hit that licorice shell up at the top. It's going to open things up, and now I finally get to put these together. Yes, it did take a bit of coercing the board, and yeah, it was volatile. I almost lost the opportunity, but it did pay off. You have to look at risk and reward. I wasn't, it was taking a few tries. I wasn't getting a lot done. I can make a wrapped up there, but I think I need to make moves low to the ground. Encourage that cascading and clear out what's on the bottom, but I do need to get to that licorice shell. There we go. That's beautiful. So we got another combo. Now I don't have a whole lot of turns left. How can I get that combined with that green? I don't think I can, so I think it's best to get another color bomb. And then look at that. That color bomb opened up with a wrapped candy combo. Hopefully that's enough to get things done, but I will find out. No, I will still have one thing left over. But I've upset the board a lot, so now I have a lot of space open and only 4 colors. The opportunity to make matches and specials is pretty good, and look at this, I get a color bomb. So as long as I can take out a green and that doesn't shift downward, that's the win. Although it was a super sugar crush, which means I got it on the very last try possible. That is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. If I didn't mention, this took me about 10 tries. And as always, thank you so much for watching.